All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Round 180! Round 80!
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Done!
Play fake. Rivers. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Still going. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's it. Big hit.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Looking deep for Hilton. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Buffalo one.
48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Check pass, check pass.
Throwing again. Rivers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. I got him. Out. Watch safety quick.
From the gun, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On 2nd down now, it's Hines.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Watch the boot.
Load it.
Fofo to Mike. Mike's Fofo. Defense wins championships, baby.
Hey, Charlie.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And Pascal's got it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Round 80. Hey, Delta.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check. Crouch. Wait. Crouch.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Rivers. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Okay, ready?
54. Mike 54. 3 balls. Check 31. Check 31.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm scared.
5.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Off play action, it's Minshew. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Step 180! Front 80!
56! Let's go.
12.
Here's Hines. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 5.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
You're 3 down.
Ready! 180!
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Block 11!
He's coming. Double up.
Left!
Off the play fake here, Rivers. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
But depending on the team, they'd call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Rivers now. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it? And he lost the football, and the Jags grab it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now Minshew. And that is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Check 50, check 50.
On second down, here's Fournette. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Thompson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta! Hey.
Throwing Rivers. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rivers to throw it. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
They run with Hines. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Set. Black 11.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first down, Hines looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now it's Hines. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Hopkins' kick is good. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the draw, this is Fournette. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Big stop. Let's go.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
First down, Jaguars.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
3 down. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup at 13 sets them up 1st and goal. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To Thompson on the draw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Rivers. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Front stand, defense.
Hey, ready.
Back to it after the pick six. Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And it's 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, but 9.9 times out of 10, just missed that one. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Alpha!
Rivers. He's got it to Hilton. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
12. Hey.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to go for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Minshew, 1st and 10. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Minshew sets to throw. Staying on his feet. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run again with Hines. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
You got three. Three down.
From the gun, Rivers looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play that time for the Colts. 44 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, easy.
Rivers. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Rivers pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings us 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. This is Hines. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A pass there complete to Westbrook, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock, but I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
He's back to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
You better be afraid of me. Look at me, zipper. What Mike you do? Mike you go. Hey, let's come this. Hey, let's go. Come crouch.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Set clock 11.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Set. Hey, Brown 80.
Check. Bandit.
Now a give, right side. Hines. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
2nd and 3.
Go.
At the 33-yard line.
Ready?
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Minshew. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive.
8, read. I'm going to run you over.
On 1st down, it's Thompson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
We go. 60 Pittsburgh. 2.
Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Temple, Rakiusin. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game. A costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
Switch. Watch the safety. Load it.
What can Rivers do in the OT? He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Indianapolis, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will